The following podcast is recorded and produced by Emerge, a media creators co-op, in affiliation with the network at bicbb-radio.com.
Hey, welcome to Teed Up with Phil and Cindy.
Welcome.
We're here with another very amazing episode like we always have.
Always.
And we're glad you could join us. We have
Are you talking to me or Brandon?
Well,
are you glad I could join you?
Well,
Or?
no, our audience.
I'm just happy that Brandon's here, Philly.
Our audience.
Yeah.
Brandon, pronounce your last name.
Bundschuh.
Brandon Bundschuh. Thank you for coming on, Brandon.
Thanks for having me.
Let me tell you a little bit
thank you.
about Brandon. He's a young filmmaker, graduate from Depew High School. In 2015, what are you're killing me right now.
Just a baby.
Signed to play soccer at the FAB Academy in London, England when you were 17. So that means you're a pretty good soccer player.
Very good.
I would suspect. Graduate from Hilbert College in 2020 in sports management. An Eagle Scout.
Yes, sir.
And I saw that.
An Eagle Scout? Oh, my
That
gosh.
is-
My father was one. That's
That is amazing.
huge.
And that is not an easy
No,
thing
it is
to do.
not. I did not know that.
Yeah.
Very impressive.
Went to LA in 2021
Yeah.
and worked at least on the sets of
Yeah.
Warner
He
Brothers
looks
and
like an
Paramount.
LA boy, doesn't he?
Absolutely.
Right from the beach.
And you're really here because you directed your first short in 2024, and it was accepted in the Louisville International Film Festival. And you also wrote, directed, and produced and acted in a new film that you're here to promote a little bit. I never forget that I can feel coming later this summer.
Wow.
Brandon, it's good to see you. Thanks for coming on our show.
Brandon,
Good to
it's
see you guys.
so
Thanks for
good to
having me.
see you.
So tell us, Brandon, how are things going? And do we want to start with filmmaking or soccer? Let's do
Well,
filmmaking.
geez, I know, right?
You're here for the filmmaking, so let's start with the
Well,
filmmaking.
we could do a little of both, Philly.
We are going to do it.
Yeah.
We're going to talk a little bit about a lot of things. Amazing, an Eagle Scout. That's a very
That's
high,
so impressive.
Thank you.
Yeah.
achievement. That's an extremely difficult thing to do.
Yeah, it was a long process. I still find it funny that a lot of people will laugh when you say you were part of the Boy Scouts, Eagle Scout.
Yeah.
I don't know if they think it's childish or what, but then I tell them I did 12-day long trips hiking in New Mexico, and
Wow.
That's a huge honor.
yeah.
How
so
old were you when you achieved the Eagle Scout?
16 or 17.
Wow.
16 or 17. One of those two, because
Okay.
you age out at some point, so that's
Yeah.
like the cutoff. Where if you're gonna do it, you have to do it by then.
God, that's great.
Yeah.
And then you went, at that point, after you graduated, you went to play soccer in England.
Yeah, so I played with the club in New York, local team, and they had signed with the FAB Academy in London, and we were kind of the guinea pig year, because GPS, which is the club that I play for, they had branches all over the Northeast, and they sent one player from each state, and I was the player they sent from New York.
Wow.
No kidding.
Yeah.
That's amazing. And you came out of Hilbert with sports management. And are you looking for teams to hook in with, or I mean, is that what sports management is all about? I mean, working with the different pro teams and
Yeah,
things like that.
I mean, sports management's kind of it's a very broad.
Yeah, I was going to
think.
say, yeah. You can do a
there's
lot of things with it.
There's
Yeah.
so many avenues you can take.
Yeah.
Hilbert, the reason I took sports management is because it just had sports in it. So like coming out of high school.
Yeah. I'm going to do that in sports. I'm a soccer
Yeah.
player. Anything with
felt
phys ed,
natural.
sports, gym. That's why I'm a
Yeah.
gym teacher. Yep.
But then Hilbert, I mean, great school, but
Yeah, it is a great school. Yeah.
it was basically a business degree. I think I took like 2 sports-specific courses.
Yeah.
So it wasn't really what I
Well, sports
it
is
was,
business.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sports is all well.
Hey, listen,
As
but
much
the
as we
important
like
thing
to
is you
watch
got
the
the
athletes,
degree.
I got the piece of paper. I
as,
got the piece of paper.
as much as we like to watch the athletes
Right.
entertain us,
Yeah.
it's a business.
So, Brandon, did you, back to soccer, did you live in London?
So we were about 20 minutes south of London.
Now, how long did you spend there?
It was about a year. It was just
Wow.
over a year.
What was that experience like? I mean, you obviously were a young kid, right?
Yeah.
So what was that experience like?
Yeah, I was 17 and I turned 18 while I was over there.
Wow.
I want to say it was 11 months. It was like August to June, July, something like that. So 10, 11 months. And it was a fun time. It was we trained. I was only over there for soccer. So we would train and play every day. And then we took classes, but it was for coaching
Oh, wow.
and like physical therapist or
Athletic trainer?
yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So like I came out of there certified.
Oh, wow.
And yeah, if we weren't there, we were old enough to drink, so we would go to the pubs and stuff like that.
I was going to say there had to be a little fun in there, right?
It was a lot of
Yeah.
fun. Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Good looking kid, right? Yeah.
I'm sure that was a tremendous experience. So you come home, you go to Hilbert, and now you went out to California for a little while
I did. Yep.
to try and get into, I would suspect, into the film and things like that.
How did that start? Like what so you went to school for sports management, you played soccer. How'd you get into acting?
Yeah, the plan was always to play soccer.
Yeah.
When I came home from London, my buddy Connor and I, we took a spring break trip. We did 5 countries in 12 days out in Europe.
We got to that, Bill.
Yeah, oh, so much fun. So much fun. But I'll never forget it. We were in Paris at the time, and the new season of Stranger Things had just come out. And Stranger Things is like my favorite show of all time.
Love Stranger Things.
So good. But Finn Wolfhard, who plays Mike in the show, there was like a story that came out where he did his audition with the flu from his bed with like his phone just propped up. And I'll never forget Connor and I were just walking around Paris talking about that. And we're like, why can't it be anybody?
Right.
Really? Like it really is that, I don't want to say simple. But
Right,
like
right.
a little
Seriously
bit of
though,
luck and
right?
stuff sprinkled in, yeah.
Yeah.
So we came back, and it was a funny time because we were in Italy. Italy was one of the countries during the trip. COVID started in Italy while we were in Italy. So when we came back, everything shut down.
Right.
And I did a lot of research into the industry and what it looks like and if it's feasible and all that stuff. And I found a school in New York City that I reached out to, but they were shut down. So that fall, I found, his name's Dennis Laval. I love Dennis. It was my first acting course. It was over Zoom. He was based in LA, and I started taking classes over Zoom. And then did that for probably close to 2 years.
Wow.
And by that time, everything had opened up. I was working concrete, so it was decent money, and I saved up enough. And by that point, Connor was kind of iffy about the decision. And I told him, I was like, if I'm going to do it, I feel like I'm the type of person that I'm just going to go.
Yeah.
So I found an apartment in LA, and I went to LA.
So you just
No
picked up,
kidding.
you just
Yeah.
picked up
Just
and
pick
left
up
and
left.
Yeah.
That's,
thought and then when you got to LA,
Yeah.
how did you go about like finding
Yeah.
work, jobs and stuff like that? Was
Yeah.
it easy? Was it hard?
No, I didn't know anybody. A couple of the guys from the Zoom class with Dennis also relocated to LA. So, but I never met them in real life. It was one of those like virtual
Yeah,
friendship
yeah.
things. So that made it a little smoother of a
Yeah,
transition.
because you knew somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think my first job, I mean, this is going back like 4 years now. I think my first job out there was Urban Outfitters in downtown Burbank. So that was kind of a simple.
Is that a
simple-
modeling?
No, it's just like a retail.
he was just
Retail.
wor- he was
Oh,
saying-
Yeah.
Urban.
Just
Oh,
saying-
okay,
Yeah.
Urban. I don't.
Just
Oh, all
a
right.
job to
I thought
survive.
maybe you modeled for them. Okay.
No, just a little bit of cash, folding
oh,
clothes.
yeah. Okay. Yeah.
But then one of my buddies knew he was like in the hospitality industry, so I got a job doing valet at a hotel, and then I eventually started doing valet at Warner Brothers, and then that kind of
Wow.
doing that, and then I went from Warner Brothers. I was doing valet at Paramount, and yeah, Paramount was the last spot I was at before I came home.
But then you came home.
Yeah.
And now we met at ALC.
ALC.
That's how we met.
Shout out ALC.
And
Yeah.
always a shout out to the boys
Yeah.
at ALC and the guys and everybody.
Yeah, and I met Brandon at Frank Rossi's.
Oh, no,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Time ago.
Long time ago, yeah.
So you come home and you kind of throw yourself into these couple of projects. So tell us a little bit about the project, the first one.
Yeah. Are we talking
The first one, the first short, the
Best Day
2024.
Never? Yeah, so Best Day Never I actually did while I was still in LA.
Oh,
We shot
okay.
everything. I'd visited my mom, and it was Connor, the guy we were in Europe with. It was like an 8-page long script that I wrote in LA, and we just FaceTimed a couple times back and forth and shot everything on iPhone. I think our budget was like a 6-pack, a pack of cigarettes, and Chipotle. That really was it.
I love me some Chipotle.
That really was it. Yeah, like there wasn't much to it.
Right.
And it was a one-day thing. We took like 6-8 hours, something like that. We shot everything. There was like 3 locations, and then I went back with the footage to LA, and one of my buddies out there helped me edit it, and then I would submit it like from LA
To film festivals
to film
and stuff like
festivals.
that?
Yeah.
That's so cool.
That is amazing. And
Yeah.
and you actually, it got accepted into the Louisville International Film Festival.
Somehow.
Wow.
Very grateful for that.
Yeah.
I got to, my mom and I took her out there. So I got to go to Louisville for my first festival, like at all. I'd never been to a festival before, whether I was just visiting or like
Yeah.
actually had a project in it.
And here you had a movie in there for the first time, right?
So it was cool.
That is really cool that you did it
And on an iPhone.
with
Right?
on an iPhone. Just goes
Yeah.
to show you
Yeah.
ingenuity
Yeah.
and how creative these young filmmakers
I
are.
know it.
And
We
just
talk about it
talent
all the
and
time.
The technical expertise of all this stuff that you guys have. I mean, I would never even have thought something like that.
I don't know about expertise. We had one of those, was it lav mic, whatever?
Oh, yeah.
Jerry rigged it to a fishing pole. So like we had, the phone was on a tripod.
Right.
Me and Connor would be in front.
Is that what you use for your boom? The fishing
Yeah.
pole?
Yeah.
We had a third buddy.
Instead
like,
of a
sit there
boom,
like
we'll
that.
hold it like
Yeah.
fishing.
He would sit there like
Yeah.
that. But the problem was we
That's
didn't have
great.
anybody holding, like working the camera. So we'd have to shoot the whole thing, and we'd go back and
Oh, and
rewatch
look at it. Yeah.
And the fish, you would see the fishing pole like dangling between it. So we'd be like, lift it up a little
Yeah,
bit.
do it again.
Yeah.
Take 29.
Yeah, for real.
Well, that's amazing. How long was the film? About 8
It
minutes?
was 8 minutes.
8 minutes?
Yeah, it was like 8:51, something like that.
Yeah, that's usually when you get in like a film festivals for the shorts. That's
Yeah.
that's about what their
Yeah.
requirements are. You,
Yeah.
you have to be under something, but within that
Yep.
a window
Little bit of a window.
7 to 9 minutes or something like
Yep.
that. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, that's amazing. And you have another one that we really want to talk about that you wrote, directed, produced, and acted, the new one, I Never Forget That I Can Feel. So tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, that's been my baby now for about 2 years. I don't even know I don't even remember, to be honest, where like the idea stemmed from. I just started writing and came out to be, I think it was a 37-page script. I knew I wanted to kind of work off the momentum of Best Day Never. So yeah, I came home last August. I kind of finished up the last few drafts, and then I started kind of putting feelers out to people who wanted to work on it and or be in it. I had some ideas of like who I wanted to play the specific characters. And yeah, I ended up shooting. We shot everything local. Again, I shot everything on an iPhone.
Wow.
And yeah, we just finished up editing. Like post is done. I have the final copy. I'm working with theaters to have it screened.
Were you an actor in it or just directing it and you wrote it?
I wore all the hats.
Okay.
So I wrote it.
Yeah.
I directed it. I was the lead in it. I produced it. Everything came out of my pocket.
Wow.
Best Day Never, I know I said like 6-pack of smokes and Chipotle. This one was like upwards of $2,000. So my pocket's hurting a little bit, but it was worth it.
It was worth it.
They're labors of love. I mean, you got to love it, right? You love doing it.
That's how we justify it, I guess.
Well,
Yeah.
it's only money.
yeah.
Believe me,
Yeah.
money's fleeting.
But
This
when
will
you're
be
young,
there- this will
Phil,
be
you
there
know,
forever.
and you're struggling,
Money's fleeting.
it's a lot.
Well, believe me, I'm old and I have no money.
Yeah,
And it's-
yeah.
But I still do things, but this
So
will
now
be there
that,
forever.
yeah, now that's, you did the final edits and it's going to be ready to submit to film.
So we're going a little backwards because I guess so what I've been told, you're supposed to do festival circuit and then screenings.
Okay.
But because I had Elizabeth Menente and Anna Rozic help me with the editing. And I didn't think we'd be done until like middle of July, to be honest with you. And
You finished it?
yeah, the three of us would get together, we'd go to Spot Coffee and stuff like that. And we kind of we'd put our head down and work. And they killed it. I love the product. And yeah, we got it done probably like 2 weeks ago now.
Did you send us a trailer? Did you send a clip?
No, so we didn't do a trailer. I tried sending a clip, but then it said attachment was too large.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I didn't know how to do all that.
We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, we'll have to get that.
We'll,
Yeah.
Yeah.
we'll figure it out and send us the clip so we can.
Yeah.
We'll put it in as you're talking about. We'll have it
Yeah,
in
no,
post
that'd be
production too.
Yeah.
But so you did it on an iPhone again.
Yep.
How many actors did you have?
It was, including myself, there was 4 of us. So I had my good friend Bailey, whom I met at Dennis's class. She lives in Idaho.
Wow, so she came out
flew
here.
out here.
Wow.
And forever grateful to Bailey for doing that.
Wow.
The first conversation we had always talked about working with each other
Yeah.
on some sort of a project. And I came to her with the role of Cassie. And I told her, I was like, I don't have the money to fly you out. I really want you to play this role. I was like, is it something you would think about? And she looked into flights and she looked into everything. And I think her boyfriend helped her out.
Yeah.
So
Aw.
thank you to him.
Yeah.
But yeah, she flew out early January. And I'm a very detail-oriented person, so I had like a shot list and everything. And I rented a house in Youngstown, so not too far from here.
Yeah.
We had 4 days. I had Bailey for 4 days. And I was like, it's going to be tough. It's going to be very stressful and exhausting.
Yeah.
And she was game. She knew what she was getting into. And
Who else did you have in it? I know. Tell us who else you had in it.
so I had Jane and Brenna, both from ALC.
Right, Jane Vendetti
Love Jane.
and
Great.
and Brenna
McCarthy.
McCarthy. Right, Brenna. I couldn't think of her last name there for a minute.
Yeah.
But yeah, I remember they were telling us we're going out to Youngstown to do Brandon's film. And,
Oh, I
But
know.
you-
Yeah,
and-
I remember Jane talked about
did
it
you
on.
go to the Hill Beans too?
Yeah.
With Lou?
Louis Bean, yeah.
Louis Bean.
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
we're
headed there.
We're headed there for a show.
Yes.
By the way, Lou.
On location.
And,
yeah.
Great guy.
Yeah, he is a nice guy, and but yeah, he was telling me, oh, this young guy, and I said, I know who Brandon is. I know he was here. I just saw him last week.
Really?
So how long did it take you? 4 days? It took you. You shot over 4 days.
No, so we shot a majority of it over those 4 days. But we had one of my buddies I grew up playing soccer with, Tommy Stedman. His dad owns a marina out in Grand Island. And so we shot a little bit in probably like late October, early November, something like that. And without spoiling anything in the film, there was a very important couple shots that we had to get. So we got those before a Buffalo winter hit. And then we shot those 4 days in Youngstown. There was a couple other days like randomly sprinkled in there. We shot a little bit at my dad's cabin out in Chautauqua. So we did that probably March or April. And then we had to wait till May for the boats to get back in the water to finish up all of the marina stuff.
Is this a love story or is it
Yeah,
a
give us
what
the
is
log
it?
line.
Yeah.
Give us
Is it
the
a
log
comedy?
line.
Is
Give
it
away-
sounds like horror, Cabin in the
Give us
Woods.
the synopsis.
No,
You
no,
know?
no.
You got to give us the synopsis.
Yeah,
so people
like,
know.
yeah.
Yeah. No, I think logline is the one thing like I'm not very good at. Like that's the one thing
All right,
I
just
really need
so,
to.
but give us like a synopsis.
Yeah. It's a little bit of drama, a little bit of romance. My character Jack and my little sister Lily, whom Brenna plays, we lose our parents in a fire, and I take the job as the head groundskeeper at the mayor's estate. Jane plays the mayor, and I do that in exchange for a roof over our heads, and just kind of doing what we need to do to survive.
Right.
And I end up meeting Cassie, Bailey's character, and she is a kind of like closeted musician. She also lost her father, and she kind of writes the things that she can no longer say to her father and the things that she wants to say to her mother but can't. And her and I end up bonding over like the trauma and the loss and stuff like that. And once Jane's character finds out about that, she kicks me off the property. I end up going to live on my parents' old abandoned marina. And yeah, it kind of just crumbles from there, I guess you can say. And then we end on Christmas Day, and Christmas just looks a little bit different for the families involved.
Can I say, Jane told me she had to be mean in this. Is that right?
Yeah. Yeah.
She goes, oh, I had to be. She said her character. I don't want to say too much about it, but she did say, oh, I got to be like really mean. And
in the most respectful way possible, she killed it.
Yeah, I can't wait because Jane doesn't have a mean bone in her body.
She said, oh,
she's a fantastic actor. She is
she's
phenomenal.
Very, very good. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's great.
Well,
Isn't she? She's so good.
So it took you all these days to film it. You edited it. You're getting it out to play. Well, you want to screen it first. So who have you talked to, and where are you trying to screen it?
Yeah, so I've kind of been waiting for like this too to like announce it. I haven't really said anything, but it will be screening at the North Park Theater in Buffalo.
Oh wow!
What's the date?
I don't know yet.
Yeah,
Okay.
you'll have to let us know.
I was kind of hoping to get that before today.
We can always add it in.
Yeah.
Yes.
Later and,
yeah.
And as a tagline and things like that. So
So do
that's
you
not a
think
problem.
like in the next couple months or
Like the end of July.
the end of July? Wow.
So we'll be screening it there end of July. August 23rd is locked. We're taking it to Watkins Glen.
Wow.
Glen Theater.
No kidding.
August 30th, the following Saturday, I'm taking it to Maine. We're going to Dover, Faircroft, Maine.
Now, how do you get to go to these places? Do you just submit it and they say, "Hey, come and let us screen your"?
A lot of conversation. I don't know if this is like the proper way to go about it, but I've just been phone call after phone call, email after email, and kind of just being relentless.
So you're kind of just pounding the pavement to see where you can get it.
Yeah.
Get it in. Hey, that's where the business degree comes in.
Well, sometimes that's what you have to do, though. I mean, it's,
I bring that back to my
promote it.
I bring that back to my soccer days too.
Yeah.
And like I feel like the athletic background helps me in that. But yeah, there's a couple other theaters we're working with too.
So you're reaching out to all these.
I've probably reached out to upwards of 20 theaters around the Northeast.
Wow.
That's wonderful.
Thank you.
That is really wonderful.
So you'll go to all the screenings.
Yeah.
That in all the different places.
I've been asking them to include a Q&A at every screening.
Oh, that's so cool.
What about like things like the BIF at the Buffalo International Film Fest or anything?
Yeah. So and that's what.
Or that the I know Valkyrie just went, but and what's the other one? Well, that's more of the Amazing Fantasy Film Festival. It's later on the year. But what about things like that locally?
Yeah. So I guess like tying back in because we talked a little bit about the festival circuit. I know a lot of festivals have their cutoff deadline date in like June or July, and that's why because I thought we were going to be finished end of July. I haven't submitted to any festival, so excuse me. I think the plan will be to wait until next year when the submissions kind of reopen,
right,
and then throw that back into both local, nationwide. Maybe outside of the country, and then go to the festival circuit. But yeah, most definitely, I'd love to have it and some stuff.
Now, what are you hoping to get out of this?
Yeah.
Like, what's the end goal here?
Yeah, just get as many eyes on something I created and acted in.
And possibly sell it?
I could care less about selling it.
Yeah.
I can care less about the finances.
Just more a passion.
Yeah.
Project.
And again, this I tie
Well,
it back
one will lead to another, and that's
Yeah.
what you're kind of hoping. There's a momentum behind it.
Yeah.
Not everything is dollars and cents.
No.
Believe me. I mean, I know that you do it because you love to do it too.
Yeah.
And we were just talking with other
Maria,
guests. Yeah. And but obviously, there is a monetary value to things that you would like to recoup sometimes too. But you want eyes on it, and you want people to say, his kid's a pretty good film.
Yeah, especially
It's
for
a
the
good
next
film,
bigger or your
too.
next project. Hopefully, get a little.
And you never know who
yeah.
sees it and where it goes. Yeah.
And again, I tie it back to playing soccer and always hearing like you never know what college scouts watching in the stands and stuff like that.
Yeah, exactly. That's a good analogy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think about something like a La La Land, or where she put up her show and someone was in the audience randomly and it took off from there. So, and I mean, you guys know too, in the industry, there's so much downtime and like question marks, and I just want to fill that gap with doing something. Like I hate just sitting around and waiting.
Yeah.
And I think that's why, as tough as like I just wore all the hats and I just did it.
Yeah.
And sometimes that's what you have to do. You take the initiative and just
You have to make
bang
stuff
it out
happen
yourself
for
and-
yourself.
Probably more often than not.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
now. Have you ever done the 48, Brandon?
Never.
Never done the 48. Oh,
We're very big fans of the 48. It's all we talk about is the
we
48.
talk a lot about it
I
because
heard good things.
Oh my
what-
God, it's amazing.
We've met a lot of people there, and
Yeah.
but it's similar to
Yeah, it's a good
doing things like
networking
that.
as well. Yeah.
Right, and the network and things like
Yeah,
that.
if you can get involved, get involved.
We did Anna Ruzek's film, huh?
Really?
Brandon.
Oh, yeah.
Brandon and I were. He comes in as the go, or more like.
Now, which one was
he's
this,
the
Phil?
Daisy.
Oh, okay.
Erica Fraze
Oh, okay.
and-
Yeah.
and I and Brandon comes in as the sort of the ghost.
Yeah.
Did he have a choice? And then he walks in. That's my line. And
That's
he
your
come-
line, Phil?
Did
great-
he have
it's
a
a great
choice?
line.
And he comes
It's a great
in,
line, Phil.
He comes
Great
in.
line.
Well, we're gonna have Anna on too.
Oh yeah.
Her and Liz again because they're doing something else. But we'll talk to Anna about Daisy, and he kind of slides in behind me out of the darkness.
Yeah.
And
She killed it too in post. She did I don't know if you noticed it. It was like I don't know what it's considered, but it's like the color scheme throughout.
Yeah.
It gets like bluer and bluer as it goes to kind of just create that mood throughout. It looks so cool.
she's another really good filmmaker, and it's and when you told me, you were working with her, she's another smart young filmmaker.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's what we've had on the show a lot.
Yeah.
We've had you guys, all these young filmmakers that don't cast us, by the way, Cindy, because
I
we're
know.
old.
What's
Write
wrong
some
with
parts
us?
for older people, by the way.
Yeah.
I didn't say that. Don't you put words in my mouth.
We always try to
But,
get our weasel
but
our way in somewhere.
Let me just say, Anna cast me, by the way.
Yeah.
No, but
Brandon.
put him on the spot.
Hey,
All right, wait,
I'm writing more scripts.
Next one.
Well, that's all. You just keep
The
writing.
next one. Keep
But
us in
it's,
mind.
So you've got this out to festivals. You're
Yeah.
chasing them down yourself, which is
It's hustling.
it's hustling, man.
It is.
That is. And I'm really looking forward to seeing this, and we'll have our this show will air when we know that date. We'll make sure this is before that date and get you so people can get out there, and we'll in post production be able to put that date in too. I'm pretty sure. So make sure if you get
Because
that,
you want to get as many people
right,
Yeah.
out there to see it as you possibly can.
and the people that you had in it, I know are.
Phenomenal.
Fantastic.
Like, what type of crew did you assemble? I mean, how many people did? Just
I wore
did
all
you
the
do the
hats.
fishing pole
Yeah,
sound
did
thing
you do
again?
that?
No, so actually, thank goodness we had Anna on it. This
On
time,
the boom and things like that.
no. So on editing, because this time around we did nothing but the iPhone audio, and then I had a microphone that I bought from Best Buy,
Yeah.
and I would slide it. Like you'll see when you watch the film, my character is always seen in my jacket, my scarf, and my beanie. Like those are my things. And I would slide the microphone down into my jacket pocket,
Right.
and I'd record everything. And with the iPhone, like the interior stuff, it's pretty crisp, it's pretty clean. But when we get outside, because
Yeah, the wind.
The
and
ambient noise,
yeah.
yeah.
and the house I rented was right on the water. It was the perfect landscape, but it was right on the water, so it
Yeah.
was a little noisy.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't know where the microphone went. Like, couldn't find it.
Oh my gosh.
I tore apart my mom's house. I tore apart my car. I tore apart my tore apart my apartment. I don't know where it is. So we had to get creative and didn't want to do ADR and stuff like that. So I just trusted Anna and we went that route. But yeah, so the audio, if you hear some things when you see the film,
That's why.
we'll chalk it up to wind.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's why.
The wind.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you had 4 actors, and was Anna on the set with you too?
Nope.
No, Anna
No.
came in to do editing, right?
Anna came in to do post.
And you just did the whole thing yourself.
I would set up. So Brenna had brought out a tripod, and I would set it up. I used my girlfriend's whiteboard as like a slate, and I would just write the scene, the take, and the shot. And like I said
Nice.
before, I had my whole shot list. I had pictures from different shows and films that I want to resemble. A lot of Normal People, a lot of Manchester by the Sea, the film Close. Those were kind of the big 3. And I would just go through my book and see the shot, whatever.
Wow.
And I'd set up the tripod. I would set the phone on the tripod. I would get the shot that I'd want. I'd kind of set the actors, and we'd use, like, if there was snow on the floor, I'd, like, take my foot and kind of just draw the line. Like, it didn't have the tape or anything like
Yeah.
that. I'd hit record, and then I'd walk into frame, and I'd shoot it. And then I'd have to go around and stop it, watch it back, set it up again,
Yeah.
watch it back. So
Yeah.
it was-
Very innovative. Very,
Very.
innovative. And it goes to show you that if you really want to do something,
can do
you
it.
can do it. You
Yeah.
can put it together. What inspired you to do this particular script? Was there something that you had in mind? Was it something? I mean, if it's a personal thing, you don't have to
Yeah,
get personal.
no.
But what inspired you to write this particular script?
Yeah, no, I think it was nothing crazy personal. I mean, the reason I started acting, and we can get into that if we want to, but I just write sometimes. I just write.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm working on like 3 other scripts already, like just kind of bullet points and landscaping it and seeing it. And there's never really like an idea, I guess it is. Like a lot of the times, I heard an interview once from Greta Gerwig, and she was talking about like she'll find like a location or something like that. Like she doesn't write with a story in mind. She'll just start writing and like things will happen and
Yeah.
come together. And I find it easier, and now that I've done a few, I find a location. I find a location, and then I write around the location, and that's kind of where it
Oh,
stems
that's
from.
interesting.
So
Yeah.
this story, I'd always wanted to shoot it in Skinny Atlas. I don't know if you guys have been, but I love that town.
I know where you're at.
Oh, is that? I thought it was Skinnicles. How do you pronounce it?
Skinny Atlas.
I'm pretty sure it's Skinny
It
Atlas.
is.
I don't know.
It's Skinny Atlas.
I could
It
never
is.
pronounce that.
It is.
Skinnicles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, so it's a beautiful spot on the Finger Lakes. And I'd gone a couple times with my mom. I had a couple like solo trips. And the plan was to shoot it there. And there was a couple spots there that I spoke to. There's the Inn. It's like the Inn and restaurant. I always wanted to shoot something there. And one time I was sitting at the bar in there and I just started writing. And then stuff happened and it just
Yeah.
turned into Youngstown and other spots.
But that's
Yeah.
nice that
Hey,
you
Phil,
wrote.
the more you drink, the more creative you get.
I'm
Right?
I'm very creative. There's things I'm working on. You'll see in the next. Wow, we have a lot. coming
Brandon
up.
is
We have a
highly
lot coming up.
motivated.
Stay
You're
tuned.
for
We
being
got-
so young. He's very highly motivated.
Yeah, I love
like I
it.
think that's so cool that you just got an idea and you take it and you're like, shit, I'm just gonna. You know what? I'm gonna do it myself. If like you got to make things happen yourself, and that's exactly what you're doing because you could sit around forever and nothing can happen.
That's exactly it.
You know what I mean? Like that's. I give you a lot of credit for doing that. That takes a lot.
Thank you.
Yeah, I just, and the reason I ask is a lot of people will, they always say, talk about what you know when you're doing public speaking and things, because that's what you know is what you experience.
Yeah.
And that's why I asked, did it come from something that happened in your life that you were writing about? Or a lot of times that's what people like, I know if I'm writing something, it's
Yeah.
something that I know, it's usually something that's happened and I'm putting it down on paper.
A lot of my friends will joke with me and say, I actually showed my my buddy Tyler. I showed him. He's seen the final product, and he texts me back. And again, I'm trying to avoid spoilers.
Yeah.
But
Don't
he's
spoil
like,
it.
I didn't see this happening, but I know you, so I should have expected it.
Yeah.
One of those things.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, we can get into it. The reason I started acting was my parents split a couple years back, and like my dad was my best friend. He was my coach. He was like my Boy Scout troop leader, whatever
Yeah.
they were called.
Yeah.
Did everything with him, and then when he left, like it changed,
Yeah.
and it got to like a point where I didn't really want to be Brandon, and so I felt like I was going down different avenues that I didn't really necessarily enjoy, and then I kind of stumbled upon acting, and it felt like the healthiest way to kind of be somebody else, and that was very like naive, I guess, because now the more I've gone into it and the more I've learned and stuff like that, it's just the complete opposite, and it's just being like so in tune with your own self that you're able to just draw other characters from that.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was I think that's where a lot of the characters come from, especially with me writing it with me in mind to play it. I think it's just naturally like a damaged character. I don't want to say damaged. Like
Yeah, I get it.
Well,
Yeah.
they're life
Yeah.
experiences.
Yeah.
I mean, and,
so.
and,
Yeah.
and your short time on this planet, my
Yeah.
goodness, you've done a lot of things, and you've seen, I don't know how many 17-year-olds have spent a year in London. You
Well,
know,
at least 5. There was 5 of us. So.
Yeah.
But I'm just
Yeah.
saying, had that, been able to play soccer at such a high level, and then
Which
like
is
you said,
incredible.
12 countries. And,
Yeah.
Or what would you say? 12 days, 5 countries. And
Yeah, so-
and
Yeah.
how old? You're 17, 18 years old. I mean, you've been a lot of places, and it's a
That's a ton of experiences.
And I think though
Yeah.
the acting thing is that expression. You're expressing yourself. I mean, and that's
Drawing from.
well, you could tell
It's
he's
that
hugely
artist.
creative,
right.
and has a lot of outlets that he can explore. I mean, it's amazing.
It's that artist
Being
in
so
you.
young, yeah.
That's wonderful.
It's just
It's
astounding.
a wonderful thing. So, so you finish this product or this project, I should say. What's next?
There's a couple things I'm working on that I'm writing. A couple of the buddies I mentioned before, Connor and I are working on like a horror thriller, kind of dipping our toes.
We love horror.
Yeah, kind of dipping our toes into that. That stems from the film Hell of a Summer, which Finn Wolfhard wrote, which, again, drawing back, Finn Wolfhard is one of the reasons, I got into it. So kind of like little full circle moments. Tyler, the buddy that I've showed the final product to, me and him have been working on a feature called Wright, and that's set in a town called Wright, Minnesota. And again, I would lead that project. So that's in the early stages, I believe. We finished the first draft. So getting back into that, kind of tying some things up. There's another project that is going to take a back seat for a while. But again, it's another feature that I wrote. I think we're on the 3rd draft of that. That one's called Bluebird. That one's based off of a poem from Charles Bukowski with the same name. That one I'd look to shoot up in Massachusetts. And then, yeah, just kind of...
It's a lot of irons
Do
in the
you
fire
ever,
there.
Brandon, I know you're doing a lot of this on your own, but do you ever look to... have you ever gotten into like exploring like financing, getting it from producers, other like asking for like crowdfunding or you know what I mean, and or any other type of ways to finance these?
Or you're
things?
not there yet.
No, I think I grew up... I hate asking for help.
Yeah.
Like, I hate it, whether it's money or whatever.
Yeah.
But I think there's like growth in knowing that like sometimes it's
okay. There's going to be a point where you're going to want to
not
expand
only that, but they're
and
going to have to.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Especially in an industry like this,
Unless you win the lottery,
be
right?
right, and you're going to need crews. You're getting bigger. When you get bigger, these things happen. I mean, it's growth.
So
It's growth,
that was
like you said.
the thing that the one that Connor and I are writing, the horror thriller slasher. that was the first conversation we had before we put pen to paper at all. I was like, I've really enjoyed doing the whole iPhone thing, the whole wearing all the hats stuff.
Right.
But I was like, if we're gonna do this, I'll write it, and then I just want to act. Like, I don't want to do
Everything.
everything.
Yeah.
And not necessarily like forever. Not saying like I'll never direct anything
Yeah.
again.
Yeah.
But I told him, I was like, we're gonna do it right. We're gonna look for crew. We're gonna
Yeah.
look for like an actual camera.
Yeah.
And so-
That's what I was going to ask next. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a next step up.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and right. It's all growing and now
Learning.
learning,
Yeah.
and it's making your product better too.
Yeah.
So tell me the film that you're finished. How long is that one?
I never forget that I can feel.
Yes,
It's 50 minutes long.
it's 50 minutes. Wow, that is amazing. And the other ones are going to be other feature length films that you're trying to write.
It's been a while since I looked back, but I think Right is like 107 pages, I believe. Bluebird, I believe, was in like the 90-something range. And the Untitled Horror one just started writing like about a week ago. So that's 10 to 12
Yeah,
pages.
so you're at the point where you have gotten to you know where you want to go,
Yeah.
and now it's just that next step.
Yeah.
And you need to. You're going to get bigger. It'll get there too. Where you
crossed,
get
yeah.
money and people are going to see what a good actor and filmmaker and writer, and it's going to be there for
And with
you.
your motivation, he's unstoppable.
Yeah, just keep
Literally.
selling it. Keep
Yeah.
selling it and keep pushing, and you'll get there. You'll get there, and people will be there for you.
I appreciate that.
Yeah. 100%.
Especially if you have like stuff for me to be acting in. By
Where's
the way.
me?
Always a nice one.
We got a little promotion,
Got
little
to.
self-promotion.
Got to.
Brandon, oh my gosh, we are so happy that you came
So
on the show,
happy.
Thank you guys.
and we talked about these your film career, soccer a little bit, an Eagle Scout,
Amazing.
and he's a kid.
Yeah.
I
Well,
say
he's a
that
young
not-
man.
Right.
He's a young
And-
man.
and-
Yeah.
and it's
He's
just
a fantastic young man with a lot of creativity, and I can't wait to see what's next from him.
yeah. I can't wait to see the film and then what comes up after. And
Phil and I will be there.
we absolutely will be
Yeah.
there.
You just
You
let
know.
us know.
We'll do something from the hopefully it's at North Park. Well, it's going to be at North Park, right?
Yeah.
And we'll get there and
I love that theater.
and,
I really do.
and do something. for
Congratulations, Brandon.
Wonderful.
You're on the ball, kid.
them. Thank you. Thanks for being on our show.
thank you.
We're
Thank
very
you.
happy to have you.
Yes.
And can't wait
So
for the
happy.
future and see where it goes. And we can say, look, he was on Tee It Up with Phil and
That's
Cindy.
right, Tee It
and
Up.
now look at him. He's a
Look
big,
at him
he's-
now.
He's got films like
Yeah.
in theaters all over. And
Phil
100
who?
Yeah,
Cindy
that's
who?
right. I got nothing for that guy.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
guys will be in the cast. Right now, so they'll know the names.
We got it on recording now.
Again, thank you for being on the
Thank
show.
you.
Thank you for watching.
It's been a joy.
Tee It Up with Phil and Cindy.
Tee it up. Subscribe.
Subscribe.
That's it, Philly.
We need you to subscribe
Yes.
and watch our shows. We have people like Brandon and all our other guests. We
Yes.
go back and watch all our shows. You won't believe the amazing guests we've had
Amazing.
on, and more to come. So thank you, and we'll see you
Thank
next
you.
time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye, everybody.